Some anime and manga characters have more than just a pretty face. They have eyes that can see through walls, manipulate minds, or even destroy worlds. These are the most powerful eyes in anime and manga, and they are not to be messed with. Whether they are born with them or acquire them, these characters have a special gift that sets them apart from the rest. So, these are some of the most powerful eyes that you will ever see in anime and manga.
Mangekyo sharingan.
First up on our list is one of the most powerful eyes in the Naruto series, the mangekyo sharingan. This dojutsu is an advanced version of the regular sharingan, usually resembling some type of pinwheel. The user retains all of the busted abilities of the regular sharingan to an enhanced degree, being able to see chakra, gain an incredible clarity of perception, copy other jutsu for their own use, and can use hypnotism through eye contact. In addition, the user gains powerful abilities in each eye which differs from each user. Unlike the regular sharingan, only a handful of Uchiha clansmen have achieved and mastered the mangekyo sharingan. In order to awaken it, the user must suffer a traumatic experience from witnessing the death of the closest person to them. Historically, this fact was manipulated to make the user believe they were responsible for the person's death, thus starting the cycle of hatred of the Uchiha clan. The mangekyo sharingan, also called the heavenly eyes that see the truth of all creation without obstruction, gives the user access to a unique jutsu once awakened in both eyes. This ability is known as the Susanoo and happens to be the strongest jutsu among the arsenal, granting the user a humanoid avatar made from chakra that fights on the user's behalf. But there's a catch. Using the mangekyo sharingan too much drains the user's chakra reserves considerably, causing excruciating pain and damages the user's normal vision to the point of going blind. The only way to fix it is by transplanting the eyes of another mangekyo sharingan user with strong blood ties, like a sibling or a parent, thus awakening the eternal mangekyo sharingan. With this next evolution, the user retains all the powers of both their mangekyo sharingan as well as the ones from the transplanted eyes, with no considerable drain on their chakra reserves. They also retain their eyesight, and the use of their powers doesn't damage their eyesight whatsoever. The only two users that we know of with these eyes are Madara and Sasuke Uchiha. I mean, this is literally one of the coolest eyes in existence, with so many powers that we had to start our list with it.
Unarmed? I'm afraid you're mistaken. As my direct subordinates would no doubt tell you, Lelouch V. Britannia commands you to kill yourself. Right now!
Next up on our list, it's an eye that's known as the power of Geass. It's a superpowered eye that becomes more powerful the more it's used, so long as the user has enough willpower to use it. If the user's will is too weak, they can be consumed by the power, which we saw happen to Mao. Cece is one of the few but more prominent characters who can hook you up with Geass, and she's a total babe. But Geass is different for everyone. It's like a mirror of your soul and your desire, but so far in the canon series, all abilities have been related to the mind affecting a person's will, perception, memory, or thoughts, and it appears in only one eye in its initial stages. Eventually, the Geass can develop in both eyes from repeated use or pushing the eye beyond its limits with your will intact. However, if this power is overused or if the user becomes mentally unstable, they develop a condition known as runaway Geass, which permanently activates their Geass without any control of the power. The only people who are capable of awakening a perfect Geass are Charles Britannia, Dash, and Lelouch, who all show the ability to activate their Geass at will, despite it being in both eyes. But the coolest one is Lelouch's. Lelouch's Geass is the power of absolute obedience, which means he can boss anyone around just by making eye contact for as long as he wants. How sick is that? But there's a twist. He can only do it once on each person, so he has to be clever and cunning about it. And he is. He's a mastermind. He uses his Geass to overthrow the wicked Britannian Empire, and he pulls off some insane moves with it. Like when he strolls into the palace and makes all the nobles kneel before him. That was lit.
Infinite void.
Oh, and we can't forget about the 6 eyes in Jujutsu Kaisen. They're like a once every blue moon thing for the Gojo clan. Hundreds of years can pass before a bearer of the 6 eyes appears, and no two users of the 6 eyes can exist at the same time. These bright blue eyes give the user incredible perception and visual prowess beyond that of any other sorcerer. They also allow the user to see the flow of cursed energy, giving them the ability to read a sorcerer's cursed technique and understand the function of it down to the fundamental level. This makes it almost impossible to hide from the Six Eyes, as they can identify a person based on their cursed energy. The same power gives the user the ability to manipulate cursed energy themselves with pinpoint accuracy down to an atomic level. Pair this with the limitless technique of the Gojo clan, and you have one of the most powerful sorcerers in existence. Not only does the Six Eyes allow the user to use the limitless technique to its maximum potential, but the amount of cursed energy lost when the user uses a cursed technique is practically zero, making it impossible for the user to run out of cursed energy. With the Six Eyes and Limitless, Satoru Gojo was able to fight against the most monstrous characters in the series, and can easily defeat special grade entities that can destroy entire cities with relative ease. Imagine having the power to see and change the future as you wish. Well, that's exactly what the Almighty can do. As the name suggests, it easily tops any other ability in terms of power and usefulness in the Bleach universe. As explained by Yuhaba, the Almighty enables the user to peek into and tweak future events as the user deems fit. While the Almighty is quite the ability to have, especially for a supernatural being, its details are a bit more complicated than simply looking into the future. For starters, Yuhaba's eye ability allows him to view not only a single future ahead of him, but multiple timelines at a single glance and follow whichever he decides suits his agenda the most. This allows Yuhaba enough time to intricately manipulate future events to gain an upper hand against opponents and lay traps to outsmart those who undermine the son of the Soul King. Yuhaba showed anime fans a brief use of the Almighty against Hyosube Ichibei when he took the Soul King's arm from the ladder, and it was menacing. But there's one thing that might counter the Almighty. For sure, nothing can escape the power of the magic eyes of chaotic destruction. They're one of the most feared and powerful abilities in the Mao Gakuin world. They can destroy magic, matter, and even life with just a look. They can even make anyone who looks at them fall asleep for a long time. They're the ultimate magic killer. But the eyes use up a lot of the user's magic power, so they can't be used recklessly. They are the trademark magic eyes of the Demon King of Tyranny, and the only one who inherited his magic eyes is his loyal follower and descendant, Sasha Necron. Because the magic eyes of chaotic destruction are so famous, even all-powerful characters like the great spirit Avos Delevia have them, since she copied the power of the Demon King of Tyranny.
例えば世界中の監視カメラにいつでもアクセスできるとして、なの一日中見てられる？過去のことも見られるけど。
What would it be like to have a godly eye that can see and hear anything, anywhere, anytime? Well, that's the power of the senrigan. It's a rare and mysterious eye that we've only seen used by Ada. It gives the user amazing power and lets them be everywhere at once. The user of the senrigan can send their mind to any place in the world, even a different dimension. They can even see and hear everything that is happening in any place in the world, and that is truly a scary power. The power to watch over the world is not only for the present time. The user of the senrigan can also see the past, which makes this power even more dangerous. But the past can only be seen until the user was born. Anything before that is not open to them at all. The future is also not open to senrigan users. Another weakness of this eye is that talks that happen within the mind are not open to the users. So, the skill that the Yamanaka clan uses to share information cannot be reached by the users of the senrigan. Even so, the powers of the senrigan are strong enough already and make the user of this eye omnipresent in a way. And you can help us become omnipresent by liking this video and subscribing to the channel.
Because through a shinigami's eyes, a human's name can be seen above their head. I'm able to see your name and lifespan right now.
Moving on with our list is the ultimate cheat code of killing people, shinigami eyes. They are red eyes that a shinigami can give to a user, and they let them see the name and age of everyone they look at. It is literally like wearing AR glasses that show you everything. The info that the shinigami eyes give might not look like a big deal at first, but it is really a deadly force for those who have a death note. The eye lets the user easily get the info they need to kill anyone they see. Just write their name in the death note and watch the shinigami do their job to kill the person. That is something to be scared of, if you're smart enough to use it.
Sukuna hikona.
Changing the scale of reality with your eyes could be a game changer. Sukuna hikona is a dojutsu of Ishiki Otsuki's right eye. It allows him to instantaneously shrink himself or any non-living matter within his gaze and return it to its original size at will. Sukuna hikona allows the user to shrink themselves and targets within the user's sight, even energy and other chakra-based substances, though living beings other than the user cannot be affected. Because the change in size happens too fast for the human eye to see, it is often mistaken for teleportation. It cannot be used on oneself if they are physically paralyzed. Daikokuten can be used to store shrunken objects within a dimension where time doesn't flow, allowing them to maintain their condition. Well, it's like a less powerful version of the next one. Last on our list are the eyes that are feared and revered by all who know of their existence, and it is the advanced form of mangekyo sharingan, the rinnegan. It's one of the 3 great dojutsu eyes and definitely the strongest one. It is said that in times of disorder, one who wields the rinnegan is sent down from the heavens to become either a god of creation who will calm the world, or a god of destruction who will reduce everything to nothingness. With a rinnegan, you can do all kinds of awesome jutsu, but it's not easy to handle as it can also destroy you if you're not the right person or the original owner. Each user has their own special powers unique to them, but all users gain 6 abilities known as the 6 Paths technique. These include controlling attractive and repulsive forces, large animal summonings, mechanically alter one's body, extracting souls, absorbing chakra, and access to the King of Hell. With the 7th outer path, the user can bring people back from the dead. Pain showed us how powerful the rinnegan is in Naruto Shippuden's Pain's Assault arc. Obito showed his abilities during the 4th Great Ninja War, but the best use of the rinnegan came from Madara Uchiha. Not only did he have utmost control over the rinnegan's abilities, like when we saw him summon huge asteroids from space, but he also had the ability to create corporeal shadows in the world of Limbo that can only be detected by another rinnegan. Although Naruto was able to feel their presence due to having the Sage of 6 Paths chakra. Sasuke could use the Amenote Jikara, which lets him swap places with anything or anyone. In Boruto, Momoshiki's rinnegan lets him suck up chakra attacks and shoot them back stronger. So that concludes our video of the most powerful eyes in anime and manga. There are so many ocular powers to discuss, so let us know what you think in the comments, and if this video gets 500 likes, we will go over the top 15 most powerful eyes in anime and manga. If you liked this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more videos like this one. See ya!